Hello and welcome, it's Pete here again, and we are talking Halloween. Now, when you think Halloween, I always think Tim Holtz, and it is the new collection from Tim Holtz. There are 5 different sets of dies, all from the Vault series, all completely different, all work together. Absolutely fantastic. We will be showing you and talking about them a little bit later, but if you really want to find out about them, go to timholtz.com and check out Tim's overview and some of the amazing things that his makers have been doing with this. And you'll notice that there's a lot of techniques involved, but we've stripped it right back. We've just used a minimal color palette, and we're going to make these party bags today. You can see there's also the bunting behind us as well, so you can really, using your scoring board and trimmer, using a few die cuts, you can have a party that is not only personal, it's bespoke, and it's something that the kids are absolutely going to adore. Trust me, I know, I've held a few myself. So, without further ado, let's get down to business. Let's take a look at some of the wonderful sets we have here. This one is called Gothic Portraits. We get these wonderful sort of Germanic words. We've got the rook or raven, we've got the bats, we've got that great spider. I love that spider. And of course, we've got the 2 portraits. Now, you may have seen some of these before, but they've all been resized. They're all brand new sets. Next up is Vault Coffin Box. Now, this creates that wonderful little 3D coffin. And you've got some of these dies with which to decorate the coffin. And of course, you get a full alphabet. There are 34 dies in that set. Foliage wreath, Vault foliage wreath, I should say. Now, it's another wreath. You'll notice there was one in the spring collection, one in the summer collection. This one is very, very autumnal, and you can mix and match between the 2. And hey, I wouldn't be surprised if there's one in the Christmas collection as well. Next up is Vault Wicked, and we've got that gorgeous witch. We've got the broom, we've got the little mouse, we've got the witch's hat, the moon, the bats, the stars, the poison bottles, the pumpkin, and the cat. So that's Halloween all sorted in a single set. And then next up, we've got Vault Fright Night. Now these could be branches. They could be trees when you turn them on the sides. So if you want to make a kind of a diorama or a scene, you can do that. We've got these great clouds, we've got the moon, we've got the ghosts, we've got this little graveyard scene, the spider, and of course, the spider's web. Absolute Tim Holtz classics. But today, we're going to start off by making our box now, or bag rather, I should say. So I'm gonna make it with this gold because it shows up much better on camera, if truth be told. Now, the great thing about these bags is you can make them to any size. But if you want to see how I did this and the sizes that I'm actually doing today, if you go in the video description below, you'll see the word more, click on that, and there will be a net showing you how to do this. So the first thing I want to do with this is trim it down to size. So for this one, we're going to go 25 centimeters, so there's my mark, and I make my cut. But we're going to keep these bits. So all the boxes, all the bags that we make, we're keeping these offcuts because they will come in handy later, so there's no waste. Then next, I'm going to spin it round, and I'm going to get at the 15 centimeter mark. If you do click on more, you will see the equivalent in imperial measurements as well. So if you prefer working in inches, then we've got that too. Now I'm going to flip that round. That puts the scoring board and trimmer in crease mode, or scoring mode as it were. So I'm going to take my wonderful fold and form tool, and let's go at the 4 centimeter mark. So that marks the base of my bag. Then I'll come here and I'll make 1. So that 1, that's going to be my tab. That's how it's all going to hang together. Then we'll go 3 and 5. Now this is the side of the bag. So I want to move along from 5. So we're going to add 8 to that. So 5 plus 8 is 13. And then again, I'm going to go 2 along. So 15 and 17. And that's it. That's your bag. It's all ready to go. But there are a couple more things that I need to do first. And that is make some cuts. So you'll notice here that I'm bringing that level with this channel here. And I'm just going to cut up to this point. And I'm going to do the same here, here, and here. And that's so I can fold the base of my bag. So that's one cut. Slide it along to the next one. That's 2. Slide it along. That's 3. And one more. There, that's the 4th cut. So you'll see where we're going with this now. So I'm going to take my scissors. I could do this with the tool, but it's in truth, it is quicker. So that there, just by cutting those bits off, that is my tab. And you'll see what I mean. I'll bring in an orange one because it's not as clear, which is why I use the gold. Now, I will take the orange and I'll start off, I'll fold the tab, then I'll fold the side. Now, if you want to make the creases deeper, you can take this wonderful fold and form tool, and I think we'll put the scoring board and trimmer to one side. So I can deepen that fold, I can get a really crisp fold. Then the side of the bag, I'm just going to use my fingers, just like that, okay? So then we're going to crease, and another crease, and it's so accurate, this tool, that it makes everything so easy. And if you are making for a party or for wedding favors or for a picnic, for example, something like that, then you can do it all very quickly and very accurately and save a lot of time and effort by using this wonderful award-winning tool. So there we are. That's what it looks like. Now, this is a really good tip, actually. I'm going to put some double-sided tape on the tab. Just break a piece off there. I'm going to put it right by the side of the crease, like so. So let's see if my fingernails can get underneath this. It's always the way when you're on camera, it takes forever, but no, we did it. Now, this is what I was saying, this is a great tip. So to get this fold accurate, simply fold it like that and bring this in, and they come together naturally. And that is my bag right there. Then next up, I'm going to take some of my thicker tape and pop this again quite close to the edge, like that. Just use my fingernail. You can use a pokey tool, or you can use your craft knife, whatever you prefer, doesn't really matter. And I'll fold the small sides in, that one there, oh, other way around, that one there, and where the tape is, we'll bring that in, and that's it. It's good to go. Now at this point, you can fill it with candy, whatever you want really. You know, it could be on the table. It could be, these could be used actually to give out to kids when they come knocking on the door. But if you want to make it bespoke, if you want to make it for a party, for specific children, you can die cut their names using, do you remember this set? There you go. Using the coffin set, so you've got a full alphabet there, so you can create truly unique bespoke, and they can take these little party bags home as well. So let's pop those to one side just for a second, because now, remember we said about the offcuts. So if you're working in 4 colors, this is one of the grays. I'm just going to fold that in half, like so, and I'm going to make 2 cuts to the center, and accuracy, it doesn't really matter at this point. So I've got a kind of a chevron thing going on there. Now let's say that we fill that with candy or gifts or whatever you like to put in your party bags, and you can use several ways. I'm using my stapler because, well, it's a little bit quicker. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish this by, I'm going to die cut some of the bits and pieces and pop those on there. So today I'm going to be using my switch, not just any old switch. This is a Tim Holtz branded switch. If you haven't seen this machine before, it's absolutely magnificent. It has a 9-inch mouth. This just lovely soft opening. You've got integral storage there, so if you want to put your die pick or your die brush in there, you can do that. And there's just 2 buttons, one to turn it on and the other one to reverse the direction if you need to go through twice. So let's pop that in place, and we've got our bag there, and I'm going to put my, now I want to cut 2 circles, so I've used my framelits here. So there's Sizzix framelits dies, indispensable piece of kit as far as I'm concerned. They should absolutely be in everybody's stash. And I'm going to cut the wood boo. Remember this from one of the sets we looked at earlier? So there we are. We'll cut all 3 at once. And we'll pop that in. Now, if I take that out just for a second, so that's all you need to do. The machine is now on and ready to go. And it feeds through by itself. You don't need to do anything else. It's going to take it through. You're going to get a really crisp, clean cut with this. Now, what I could do, if I needed to, I could reverse that. So if you have a very detailed die and you want to make sure it cuts, you can send it back and forth. If you've got a 3D embossing folder and you want to run it through twice, which is what I certainly recommend, you can do that using this machine just at the press of a button. So we'll just take it to one side and let's see how it comes out. So there's that word. Look, I mean, that's so clean the way that's cut. There's one circle, and finally there's my other one. So we're going to attach all these together now, and then finally onto the front of our gift bag. So take a little PVA on the back there, and then with the wood boo, just to get a little bit of dimension, I'm actually going to take some of these little 3D pads, and I'll put one there and one just in there. Peel the back off, and there we have it. And that, just lifting it above those circles really does make a difference, at least as far as I'm concerned anyway. So I'll take a couple more, pop them on the back of there, and there we have it. So whichever of those die sets that you choose, and I hope you choose them all, you can make an ideal little gift bag. So there's our spider coming out. Again, that's just a single circle, so you don't have to have 2. We've got the raven against a blood moon. I like that one. How about a couple of bats? We've got some ghosts. We've got it all going on here, folks. We've got a pumpkin. I'm sure there's, yes, a witch's hat. So, you know, so much choice. And as we saw before, you know, you can add names. You can make them really personal. You can make them really bespoke. Please go and check out Tim's overview video looking at all these dies in great depth. He can tell you more about these than I ever could. But if you want something that is really going to make your party go with a bang, then Tim Holtz, Switch, Scoring Board and Trimmer. What could possibly go wrong? Thanks for joining me today. I've been Pete, and I'll see you again soon.